Hi, I'm Alex Archbold, and I've been buying and selling antiques since I was 9 years old. From basements to scrapyards, I'll look just about anywhere I can to find lost antiques and collectibles. And sometimes I'll go big and buy everything. I never know what's going to happen or who I'm going to meet. This is our life, this is our adventure, and this is Curiosity Inc.
I'm home, honey.
Well, it's the next morning. We're checking out of the hotel. I slept okay. Patrick, not so much. It could be that he didn't take me up on my offer for the for the booty shorts I found in the house, nor the store in town that sold rhinestone bedazzled sweatpants. He ended up sleeping in his clothes. So I guess next time we have Patrick with us, I'll remind him to come prepared with his own nighttime sleepwear. My phone died on me when we were midway through filming yesterday, but basically the plan this morning is to go through the house and get as much stuff taken over to the local charity here as possible. There is a Salvation Army here in town, and we're gonna fill them right up today. That's the plan, I think, anyway. Yeah. Until they tell us to stop bringing stuff, and then I'll have to find another charity that'll take stuff, because we have carloads of things, and I am borrowing my son's Mini. Yeah, I've got two pickups and neither one of them are working right now. Hopefully I'll have the other one back for when I come out next time, but as for today, I'm just gonna be making a bunch of wheelbarrow trips in this little wheelbarrow of a Mini. So back to the house we go, and more searching, more digging, more cleaning. Before we hit the house, we're doing breakfast. You got the bacon farmer wrap or sausage farmer wrap, and I got the croissant, which already looks like an intestine. It's like it's meant to be. It's gonna look like this exact same shape even later. Welcome back to the house, and Patrick, why are you holding the frying pan? Should I worry?
I was just looking at the cast iron.
Did I pest you too much about your short lack of choices?
Everyone's always looking for cast iron.
I can't tease you too much.
No.
We haven't found a boomerang in the house yet, but we were conjecturing this morning over coffee of what the return policy of boomerangs is. Oh man, these things are always getting brought back here.
Yeah, sometimes, but not always.
And I said if they didn't accept it, we would just chuck it on their roof, because that's where boomerangs usually end up anyway. Where are we going to start today? I mean, I know what we have to do. Okay. We've got to get the vehicle loaded up with charitable stuff. Yeah. Maybe we'll open the garage door, and if you want to load up that stuff, I'll start. Actually, I'll come down with you, and we can sort at the same time. I'm bringing my tea. It's too hot for my sensitive little lips. I gotta wait for it to cool off.
We also have a lot of stuff in
Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff for donation in that room. Well, should we finish off the master bedroom first then? Maybe. Because then once that room is done, then we can put furniture and other stuff. Okay. All right. Oh, the master bedroom. You know, when we were looking in here the other day, that's my pile of charitable donation stuff right in the middle there. Anything that I kind of wanted to keep, I've been stashing back in the closet or putting up here. Not a lot of stuff, but there's not too many boxes left for me to go through. There is the stuff in the washroom though. If they would have used a shopping cart that size, this house wouldn't have been so full. Yeah, and then we could work on the upstairs stuff. I have Melissa and the kids coming on Sunday to help me out. But the problem is I got to do most of the sorting, and then there's this to deal with. But Patrick noticed, and we looked up, that there's a attic hatch, and there's smeary, dusty fingerprints all over it. Meaning
someone's going to have to go up there.
Someone was up there.
Yeah.
And someone, aka me, is going to have to poke my head up there and see if it's full too. Because there's a good possibility in a house this full that's where you'd stash stuff. And I have found pretty unique things stashed in the attic. That's where you're like, nobody's going to look up there. Sometimes old firearms or, jewelry and stuff can be stashed. Sometimes they even put bags of insulation scattered all over the place. Pet mice. So we'll see what's in there. I guess start hauling this stuff out and make our first trip in about an hour to the charity. You got it? I'm carrying this box. Patrick's got that one. In the back of this little car, again, this is my son Steven's ride. Or the one he's using right now. You think we got room for one more?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay, let's give it a try. Okay. That's gonna be a tight fit, but might just close. They open in about a half an hour, and then we'll go offload this. Let's go inside and sort though. I guess we'll see if that closes. Ah, look at that.
Like a glove.
I don't know about a glove. Like an ill-fitting glove. Filling up some bins with stuff for charity, keeping some things aside that I can sell, like that carnival glass candy dish or bowl. There are, ooh, a diary. I'm not gonna read that, but there's a lot of jewelry boxes in here. And I'm wondering, yeah, look, we've got chains. I'll have to bring these home and see if any are actually gold. But I might have actually hit a box with some jewelry in it. That should be cross pins. Yeah, it is. It's good when they're full. Burke's, good quality. Anything in it? Nope, just an empty Burke's box. Well, I'll separate all these little boxes out. And seeing that there is at least a few higher quality boxes, there might be some actual gold and stuff in here. So separate those to dig through later. Ooh, don't want to drop all the chains after all that. Might be the only good stuff in this whole box, because it's a lot of boxes of boxes. And a random Viewmaster, you know, because you never know. 8 tracks. Such an odd assortment of stuff. Yeah, this is maybe a little bit more collectible stuff. Which is strange because it also had just regular beer cans in it that were not collectible at all. Coors Light ashtrays. A cutting board. Beer advertising for Olympia Gold. Oh, look. C-3PO. Beep, boop, 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 boop. Hello, Patrick. I speak 400 dialects, except for yours. Oh. Well, maybe there'll be some more Star Wars stuff. If I'm lucky. Feels like another bottle. Pepsi Long Neck. West Edmonton Mall World Water Park, 1993. And she drank so much Pepsi, it's all in her hair. She's trying to get it out. She's like, look at my hair. It's full of Pepsi. Gross. Oh my God. I don't know what she sounds like, but I imagine it's exactly like that. Okay. Well, a few little things. Do we have a garbage bag going in here? I can get rid of some of this newspaper. Another bottle. That's just a regular beer bottle, and that can go in our bottle bin. I'm going to hand you the paper, Patrick. Thank you. That's you. I'll keep this. Keep that going. A little soldering iron. Or wood burning. I think that's wood burning.
That's a wood burner.
Yeah, and I think I saw the ends for the wood burner in there too. Okay. So I'll try and keep that together. Certain things will be good. There's a little sewing kit. Another Labatt Blue bottle. Maybe we'll get some money back just in Bottle Depot returns. Well, I mean, there's a few antiques in here. And some random little bits for something. Maybe I'll find out what that's for. More Christmas stuff, no surprise. This is the House of Christmas. You have no idea how into Christmas my family is. Well, I guess maybe they're just a little bit. No, they're really into Christmas. There's so much Christmas stuff in this house. Well, that's still brand new. Classy cutter. Fancy food catering machine. It seems like you have to do a lot of work and then still serve, but I don't know. Maybe there's more to it than I know. Yeah, a lot of these little jewelry boxes are empty. There's a saw. Somebody could use that. Again, just trying to make sure that I have stuff that I think I can sell reasonably at auction. And oh, clamps, geez. Boy, you know, sometimes then you find stuff you might be able to use yourself. I can always use clamps. I'm going to name this one Ellie Mae. Ellie Mae clamp it. I might just hang on to the clamps for me to use. Oh, and a random bit of a knife at the bottom. There's always something super sharp that might give you stitches in one of these boxes. I'm going to put that inside there so it's a little safer. Nothing like getting mystery stitches. I don't know why that had to be a song all of a sudden. Mystery stitches. I guess it's a mystery cut. It's not a mystery stitch. That'd be more terrifying, I guess, if you woke up and you had stitches on your finger. You're like, not only was I injured, but somebody tried to patch it up. Mystery stitches are much worse than a mystery cut in the world of injuries. Audition. 8-track recording cartridge. Wonder what's on there. That means you would have had an 8-track machine that could actually make recordings at the same time. It's kind of a neat thought. Moving on to another box. Oh, I think I know what this is. It looks like a... Can it be? Oh, yeah. Black Panther. Oh, yeah. That's like a kitschy 1950s... Put it on top of your TV or put it on on display on a shelf. And it's unchipped with all its little feet and its tails. It's in like perfect shape. It's a big one too. It's almost like 2 feet long. That's a big kitty. Meow, meow, meow. Maybe it would like to listen to the kitty soundtrack, Patrick.
I doubt it.
You doubt it? No. I think we still have a highway trip ahead of us. Wait, can it be another Black Panther? They usually come in pairs. There's never just one. It's not like a Highlander situation. Oh, look, and there's 3. This is a box full. Random flashlight in there. Does it even work?
No, my battery's not.
Well, it doesn't mean it won't work. They have a regular infestation of 1950s Black Panther cats in this box. All stretched out. We got 1 Black Panther cat. We got 2 Black Panther cats. Why, we've even got 3 Black Panther cats. And they're all the big ones. I'll set that out of the way for now because I want to see what's in the bottom. There's a little, looks like a watercolor. A couple of them. Okay, open up another box. And what do we have? More candy, Patrick.
Oh boy.
Does anybody want to know what 1990 tasted like? This is your opportunity right here. Surprisingly, let's see, are the Tootsie Rolls? Oh, they're hard as a rock. That would chip a tooth. Why is there so much candy? Maybe you had to do a Christmas. Maybe they really loaded up kids' Christmas stockings with candy. I used to get these at Christmas. The Lifesaver holiday rolls. But mine were usually, my favorites were the minty ones. And then followed by rum butter was the next best flavor, I think.
Definitely.
Rum butter. Anybody else agree?
I would say rum butter was number 1 for me.
Rum butter is number 1. Yeah, that is kind of a, I was saying earlier, I don't really like hard candy, but Butter Lifesavers, I might break my oath for that. Gotta go through all these bins. Some of it is gonna be garbage. Some of it's gonna be good. See, this box might have easily been thrown out, but here's a adjustable butterfly top 1950s Gillette razor. Yes, it needs cleaning. It can be cleaned, but that's, you know, $35, $40 razor, the adjustable like that. If that's a Fat Boy, which it might be, they could even be worth a little bit more. So I think that might actually be Gillette Fat Boy from the looks of the handle. So pretty good little find right there. But it's worth going through all these boxes, even if it looks like it's just generic household stuff. You never know what they've got mixed in, and the people that own this property seem to also collect things. So the combination of old mixed in with the new. Mostly makeup and bath bombs and stuff in here. A little bit of jewelry. A very bedazzly looking box with nothing in it. Oh, the hunt continues. Cool. That's a wall mount Labatt beer advertising sign that would have been in a bar or in a liquor store or something. I bet those bottles all glow and light up. You see if there's a plug-in over there somewhere? See if it... I wouldn't hold it by the bottle, though. It would probably just snap right out. Well, that's neat. I was going to say an antique carriage lamp. It's just like a 1980s brass lantern. Always a weird mix. Some of this stuff is wrapped up. Arnold. Cool. You look like you have a beer can for a head. That's better. Hey, Buckethead.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's really neat. Okay, well that'll sell. I'm finding a few things that are sellable. Man cave. Girls are allowed to have caves too. She cave? Oh, she shed. How come when it's a girl, it's a she shed, and when it's a man cave?
I don't know. I don't make the rules.
Doesn't cave sound more substantial than shed? Girls get a shed. A she shed. There's a lid for something. Yeah, some various sorts of glassware in here. Pot for a plant. I thought this pattern kind of looked familiar, and that's because it's McCoy pottery from the US. So circa 1960s, 70s sort of era. It's actually quite collectible. So score. I think there's 2 of them in there. Woohoo! You might think that a pen like this, well, you could give that away to charity if they still work. Or perhaps it's garbage. But you gotta look in the bag, because look, there's a nice 1950s Parker pen, like a nice high-end pen that you can get the refills for, mixed in with all this sort of generic junk. So I'm going through each and every one of these bags, making sure that I pull out the fancy stuff, because that's a good sellable piece. That's probably like a $15 pen to the right person. I would say to the right person. Everything is for the wrong person. You want this? No, I don't. That's because you're the wrong person. That's just a 50s pen. The rest of those look pretty generic, but I got to go through all these bags, because as I'm sorting and sifting through, I can see there's novelty pens in there, souvenirs from the 1950s from Victoria, Kenworth advertising pen mixed in. So got to sort through each and every bag. But this is why I do what I do, because I'm the guy who's going to go to those efforts and not just chuck it out. It makes me wonder what other good stuff was thrown away prior to me coming around. Look, there's good, nice, fancy pens right there. Old advertising pens like this are floaty pens. Souvenir of Jasper. That's a floaty pen. That bear should move. Oh yeah, I don't know if you can see it. It's a bear. It's really hard to read on the camera because of the light, but it's a little bear that floats back and forth. Vintage floaty pens are actually pretty collectible. You'd be surprised. And stuff like this, it says it's from a Kenworth dealer, probably from the 50s or 60s. Somebody would collect that because they probably collect Kenworth stuff. So here I go, sorting away, going through bags of pens. It'd be nice if I found like a Mont Blanc in there. That'd be pretty sweet. But no such luck yet. Well, good news. The dumpster finally arrived. We were starting to get a big pile in the backyard ourselves of stuff that just could not be donated, like used makeup and food, things like that. Patrick's starting to load the dumpster. I'm off to do a trip with the first load of charitable donations that we've got. And trust me, there's gonna be a lot. So I've got to zip over. Luckily, it's only about 2 minutes from here. I've got to zip over, drop off a load, come back. And I've got to do probably 3-4 of these loads this morning, get that dumpster filled up, and hopefully returned for when Melissa and the kids come. I don't know if they'll be able to do it or not. We'll find out, but things are happening. Hey, I've been making loads over to charity with the car. I'm gonna come in the backyard and see how Patrick's doing. Well, at least there's not a lot of junk piled up next to the garage. Some pretty decent looking snow tires. Hey Patrick, I've got another load in my vehicle, so I'm gonna head over there. How's this dumpster going? Not too bad. You had the look of death in your eyes just then. Oh yeah, you thought I was talking to the camera? This is kind of a weird dumpster because the top doesn't really roll off all the way because, well, there's a tree there. I guess that's to ensure that you don't overfill it. But it is slowly but surely getting filled up. Okay, I'm gonna run. I'll be right back. Thank you, Patrick, for all that you do.
No worries.
Okay, I better zip out and back because I only have a certain number of hours until the charity closes and I have an awful lot of trips to make. I just dropped another load off at the Salvation Army here, and they're very gracious and thankful, but they're kind of like, how much more do you have? And I tried to tell them that the last 4 vehicle loads just came out of one closet, essentially, of this house. So you should have seen the look in their face. It's like the look you could imagine for most people if they had to deal with that stuff. But I said I'll bring them one more load today and then give them the time to process, and I'll bring some more next week. So at least there is a local outlet for this stuff, and it's going to a charity, which is always nice. I know it probably doesn't look like it, but this room is essentially sorted. Anything that I think might be sellable, like the beer sign, these old tins, anything that's potentially sellable is separated out into boxes for me to bring back to the city and sort. There are some pictures that need to get donated, but that'll be next week. Lots of empty boxes. So I'm a little out of breath because I was just doing garbage runs before I decided to start filming. You know, not that I couldn't have waited until I caught my breath, but the dumpster is filling up. I'm going to start in this room next, sorting, getting stuff ready for trash and ready to take to donation after the weekend. Mainly, I want to get that dumpster full so I can get them to come and grab it and swap it out for another one. Because any time wasted when you're on a job like this, you got a crew, because we'll end up having a bunch of people working with us. Downtime is dangerous. You don't have a bunch of people standing around not doing anything. You know, I haven't even really looked close at the rest of the house, but yes, there's a microwave, and yes, there's a KitchenAid mixer. So, I mean, KitchenAid, am I right? So there's lots of regular sort of household stuff that's going to be salvageable too, but I'm waiting to go through all that stuff for later. I've got to get, like I said, ooh, I almost walked right into a screen door. That would have been something. You would have seen me fall backwards. Basically just waiting right now on the moving truck to come on Sunday. Once they pull all that furniture out, well, then I'll have some serious room to work. But in the meantime, it's all about filling that dumpster. It's a box full of yarn. And last time I did one of these clear outs, I have to admit, I think I threw out a bunch of yarn. In this case, it's clean. no signs of mice or anything like that. So we will actually try and sell that at auction, even if somebody pays $5 for it. It's better that it's back in someone's home. But that's a big box full of yarn. You know, there's got to be 5, 10, 15, probably 60 things of yarn in there. And somebody will like that. Time to dig through some boxes and make some more stuff for charity. Kind of making sure I don't donate anything too good. Well, not that I wouldn't donate good stuff. I mean, the purpose of this is to resell. This is a nice little treasure. Calgary Brewing Company, very popular. It's got the Bison logo right there. That's probably like a $30 ashtray to a collector. That'll go in my keep box. This is a little music box. I don't know. It's just whatever. It's kind of cool. It's going off on its own over there. Empty box. Generic sort of stuff. This is kind of unusual. That's a Victorian serving spoon, which I believed is a carved shell, like a tortoise shell or something, that's been carved to make the spoon end on it. And a bone handle. Really weird thing to find in the bottom of essentially a junk box, but that's actually kind of a cool thing. Okay, the majority of this I think can go. Majority of that's trash, Patrick. Oh, hang on, I got one more thing. This little bag is just papers. That can go in the garbage. Patrick has been stoic in helping me out. There's a DVD player. I can donate. I need to get myself a donation box here. Oh yeah, it's that old school camcorder. I think I saw this last time I was here. Yep. You know, for the retro loving folks, that's a cool looking thing. Carry that around on your shoulder and make some home movies. So that can go to auction likely. Look, I found a still wrapped Christmas present. You want to see what it is? Patrick, what's your prediction?
Soap of some sort.
What is it? Bath bombs?
Snowball. Oh, no, they're candles.
Oh, they're candles.
Christmas snowball candles.
More Christmas stuff. Well, there you go. There's a lot of brand new Airwick candles and stuff. I mean, yeah, that's soap. They got the soap earlier. This is all good sellable stuff for a thrift shop likely, or good usable. It's all brand new, so we'll leave that box aside. If we want to set it in the other room, we'll make a pile of charitable donation. Oh, please be comic books. Nope. Woodworking books. Well, it would be nice if I found a stash of old, like, Spider-Man from the 60s. That would make my day. Another assorted box. We've got some Boston figural heads. Sherlock Holmes should say, oh, a Legends product. That looks like a Boston's head. We got Sherlock Holmes. I'm just sorting this one. There's another one right down there. Excuse me. Sorry to all the people at home who probably jumped out of their chairs. More of these license plate things. I'll hang on to them. Gosh, I've got enough cars that I could use. Oh, old alarm clock. I don't know if anybody would have a use for that. Maybe I'll put that in maybe I'll look at that later pile. I know the ones with the flipper style fronts are popular. There was some old cameras with the flashes. Little brownies. Art Deco in there. There's no rhyme or reason to some of these boxes. I'll tell you that much.
Started to become a little unglued.
Original cologne. Kühlnisch Wasser. Well, vintage colognes and perfumes surprisingly sell. So what I'm putting together is a lot of old perfumes. Is this a little statue of a bear? Oh, it's a piggy bank, maybe. No, it's not a piggy bank. Oh, he's got no ears. What is that?
It's a mole.
It's a mole, maybe. Yeah, it's not a bear. Stuff of nightmares. Oh, there's a fur collar. I'll keep that aside in case I find the coat that's meant to go to. What is this? Tissue dispenser. I wonder if this is one of those automotive accessory tissue dispensers. I think it is, yeah. It's brand new in the box. These are like an accessory that you would have put on your car and you screw it onto the underside of your car so you have a tissue dispenser. That's actually a neat automotive piece. We'll put that in that box. Hope you guys are enjoying digging through the boxes with me. Umbrella. I'm not seeing too much outstanding stuff there. Pee-wee sport ball. Sparklers. Yep. Don't really, can't figure out exactly why things are the way they are in this box. An old Esso station scraper. I'll keep that aside because my friend Dwayne buys all that kind of stuff off me, even if nobody at auction would. Little mini flags. And I'll keep those put on the front of my Daimler when it's eventually fixed up. Okay, that's one box more or less sorted through. Some jar lids and old Gerber baby bottles. I've been finding a lot of empty liquor bottles, but I just found sealed Dom Perignon from 1995. And there's not one box of them. It looks like there's two. And if I recall, Dom Perignon is a pretty pricey champagne. There's a couple brand new boxes of them right here that, from what I can tell, have not been, nobody's been in them. So, might have just scored on some vintage champagne, in with a bunch of stationery, which is super random. Audio Technica. Oh, look, there's another bottle of wine in here. Wyndham Estate Shiraz 2005. Well, you know, as silly as that sounds, vintage alcohol. Oh, that was a Field and Stream watch. It's missing the watch though. Old alcohol is somewhat sellable, and I believe that Kastner's has their liquor license, so I'll probably end up putting those through auction. I imagine a 30-year-old bottle of Dom Perignon is probably gonna be worth something to somebody. Whether they'll be brave enough to drink it or not, I don't know. It's been stored indoors, so it's not like it's had temperature fluctuations. Maybe it's okay. Still have a lot of boxes to go through. Really, I'm just trying to focus on getting to stuff that can go to the garbage. And I don't know if it's fortunately or unfortunately, I'm not finding a lot of trash. Not yet, anyway. So I'm going to keep on digging here, folks. Okay, I actually did find these online. They're worth $400 US each. That's over $500 Canadian each for the Dom Perignon. So, woohoo! I guess I'll have to find out how I can sell those things, if not through auction. But at least there's some expensive stuff that I'm coming across, even if it is alcohol. Okay, tin with some little assorted change purses. Oh, there's a little bit of change in there. Couple old nickels. Nothing in the purse itself. I recognize that. That's the logo for Omega watches, which is up there with Rolex. And we've got the warranty booklet. And there it is. A little Omega watch with a couple extra watches in there too. Okay, I'm gonna have to start making a special take home today bin, because the Dom Perignon, the Omega watch, I am starting to find a few slightly better things. I was starting to get worried that this house wouldn't produce much of anything at all. That looks like a one of those little mystery box things you gotta figure out how to open up. Vacation funds. I wonder how far they got. Doesn't look like there's anything in it. Sealed up, but it's empty. No savings for vacation in there. Some pins. Yeah, Grant's Gun Shop in Wyoming. Amateur Trap Shooting Association, and some Browning single barrel trap instructions. But so far, no rifles. And if they owned a gun shop, I don't know if they owned that one, but if they had a gun shop at one point, there's bound to be some other paraphernalia related to it around here somewhere. I guess we'll see. Now we're talking. We're getting into some stuff that I'm into. This is a tin plate battery operated Japanese 1967 Camaro in a little box with its remote control. We got an old advertising ashtray, likely from the 1940s. Sieberling ashtray. Look, they paid $75 for that thing. Here's a nice little, what this is this is a old post office box, or a little bank box, and somebody has converted it into basically like a little piggy bank. It's full of rolls. I don't know if there's anything in the rolls or not. Have to enter the code to get in there. This is turning out to be kind of a neat box. We got some original old skates, wallet. Well, see if there's anything in there, Pat. Patrick's going to go through the wallet. Well, there's the old time P.O. box paperwork.
Union of Canada.
Oh, shin plaster. Yep, 25 cents. They call these a shin plaster because you used to tuck them in your boots to line your boots with. But that is, yeah. What year is it? 1923 shin plaster.
That's all photos.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll keep that wallet aside and we'll have a better look at it. This is like another camera. Yeah, little box camera. Never hurts to find old money when you're digging through a place like this. Making sure there's nothing else in here of consequence.
Edmonton Transit. Children's Pass.
It's an oldie, isn't it? Okay. Well, we'll throw the wallet in this little tin here and we'll sort through that later. Cool. That was just underneath that table there. Oh, feels like it was somebody's kind of junk drawer that got emptied out. There's some old rings. A bunch of pennies and change. Cough drops. And cat butts. For true cat love, field guide, cat butt magnets. Wow. Well, there you go. But, you know, a fair amount of change in there. Have to sift through that and sort it all out. Making some progress in the room here. Found this, somebody did, that's actually oil on board painting, I believe, of the Queen. Or it's not the Queen, it's somebody of that era anyway, but it's really nicely done. Some VHS tapes, including the anniversary edition of Wizard of Oz, the 50th anniversary of Wizard of Oz on VHS. And those are starting to get to be collectible. Same with cassette tapes. Boxes of cassettes. Which I think I have a cassette deck in my old truck. So maybe there'll be something, you know, of interest in there. Trying to go through some of these bags. I mean, really, I'm just focused on getting trash out right now. While Patrick is hauling trash out for me. I'm just trying to facilitate that. That's handy. It's an actual garbage can. So I know that the stuff inside is going to be garbage. You'd think. You'd hope. Had a few timber kind of moments here earlier where I thought I was going to have a cave-in. Nintendo DS games. Aw. I think that might suit me. Or... no, Patrick says no. We'll put that on top of Mrs. Claus. The Queen of Christmas. That's gonna be trash. Just old clothes. This foam roller can go. Might be able. Yeah, you could use that for your back.
I put this under my back.
Oh, I thought that was real cookies. It's some kind of weird cookie decoration. What is this? What is in here? And can I get into it is the question. might be locked. There's something in there. Let's go up there, see if I can open it up. Just envelopes and brochures, nothing exciting. Well guys, that's gonna be it for today. On a future episode, we'll get to that safe in the garage and we'll see what's inside. There's a lot to see in the garage. I'm back again here in just a couple of days where we're gonna start moving the furniture out, but to find an Omega ladies wristwatch in the original box and 2 unopened bottles of special edition 95 Dom Perignon, that's pretty good scores so far. Lots of great finds, lots of great treasures, and on top of it, we filled an entire dumpster full of stuff that's gonna be picked up and swapped out, and we'll have a fresh start here in a couple days. So guys, continue watching because there's still a whole house to go through. Lots of things we haven't seen, lots of things that haven't been unpacked. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to do that because that's how you get notified when the next video comes out. We'll see you guys soon, and as always, bye for now.